Hello, everyone. Bill Molyneux here with Goober, the Traveling Bear, and we're at Mick's secret wargaming lair. Wave, Mick.
Cheers.
So, that looks like a Guinness stout.
It is not.
It is not.
But it is in a Guinness glass.
All right. Well, we're having some adult beverages, and Mick, tell everyone what we're doing today.
So, over the years, I've collected a lot of wargaming miniatures and built stuff, and they need to go to a new home so that people can continue to play with them because they're not getting enough use here. So, I am donating them to Bill and
the Chuckleheads.
The Chuckleheads.
So I know our Sands of Sudan game, I think we might find something we can use for that right off the bat. So Mick, would you want to take Goober and I around and show us some of our treasure troves?
Okay, well, so lots of books and game instructions from the Colonial era, French Foreign Legions in Africa. Lots of men-at-arms books.
Oh, wow. Those are awesome.
Groups there. We have French Foreign Legionnaires here.
Okay. Now
they're all packed in.
Look at that. And there's cavalry and wonderful, wonderful. Look at that army. Incredible. And they're packed perfect.
Then there's Arabs to go attack them.
Look at that Arab army. Amazing. Now, what are those ladders for?
They're for a French Foreign Legionnaire fort that gets attacked.
All right. And they're 28 millimeter, aren't they, Matt?
Yes, they are. All this stuff is 28 millimeter.
Okay.
Except for when we get to the World War II stuff.
I'm going to stop here and we'll get reorganized for the next batch of boxes. All right, so Mick is opening more boxes. What do we have in here, Mick?
This is all Zulus. So you can do Rourke's Drift in 28 millimeter.
Okay, they look beautiful.
Except for they're not painted. Those I never got around to. Colonial Horse and Camel.
Stunning. Just stunning.
And even some Dervish.
Okay, and they can be put right into the sands of the Sudan.
Yep. And we've got more camel and horse on the British side.
And those are Camel Corps guys and Legionnaire mounted, or?
Nope, they're all, I believe.
Oh, those are Lancers, yes.
Yep, they're all British. Then this is the Colonial Horse.
Oh, wow. They look wonderful. I love those pico helmets. With everyone thought soldiers look more powerful with those pointy things on their helmets.
Yeah, it's just crazy. And then behind the Scoots Barbecue.
And whose favorite restaurant is that?
I think that's Goober's.
Goober's favorite restaurant.
Yes, yes.
And he sort of works there sometimes. Well, he clocks in.
This is
then he clocks
maybe a little bit harder to see, but we've got Afghans.
Okay.
We've got British in Africa. So these are some of the troops that would go against the Zulus.
Against the Zulus, too.
Yep. You have British in India.
Wow. Look at the guns you got in there.
Yep.
Amazing.
So some of these are Indian guns.
Okay.
Some are the British guns. More British in India.
Incredible.
And then Indians.
So we could do the uprising.
Yes, we could.
All right.
We've got the buildings too. And more Indians.
Oh my goodness gracious. Let me get a close-up view. Look at that. Wonderful, wonderful.
And then we have East African Dervish.
Man, Fuzzy Wuzzies. And not the Fuzzy Wuzzy poem, but the Kipling
No bears.
Poem. No bears.
So that is the
Now,
Colonial figures.
what's in this little box here, Mick?
These are just extra Colonials,
All right.
mutineers, British in India, and a few miscellaneous.
What's this stuff here sitting along the edge, Mick?
All this stuff is just stuff to put out on the battlefield to make it look good. There's hedges, nice big thick hedges. There's different kinds of
walls,
metal wall or stone fencing. We've got this is World War II fencing for battles, and then some stone hedging.
Amazing.
And then we have
the bridge at Remagen.
Yes, we
or
got a couple
Arnhem.
of bridges.
And then a box of bridges.
Yep.
Incredible. Incredible. All right, we have to have a quick beer break before we continue. MA buildings, Mick.
Yes, quite a few here. Some paper ones that are nice to throw up in the background, and one that's not built yet. Some destroyed buildings that would work well with 182nd, 187th, and 172nd scale. And then some mostly full-sized ones in a bunker.
Amazing. Really nice World War II buildings, huh, Goober? Boy, Mick, that was a lot of stuff. What's this over here? Is this going too?
This is all going too.
Oh my gosh.
So we've got
inconceivable.
We have all these different pirate ships from back in the age of the pirates. You got regular pirates, U.S., English, French, Spanish, and then I do have some extra smaller ones in here and some Chinese junks.
Amazing.
And all the other documentation that goes with those. We have 1/72nd scale
armor.
Well, no, it's all World War II. So we've got tanks from Germany. We've got artillery. We've got U.S. infantry and artillery, U.S. tanks. We've got Russian infantry, Russian tanks, British tanks and infantry, and German vehicles and infantry. And that's for the land base. And here we have all the World War II battleships and cruisers.
Wow.
Got U.S., German, Japan, and Royal Navy. And got submarines, destroyers. Got some big Japanese aircraft carriers.
Incredible. Inconceivable.
And all the planes to go with it. So you can have yourself a naval battle. I'm gifting back the boxer stuff that you gave me.
Okay.
And here's all the Arab or Indian buildings.
Wow. You can make a huge village with that.
Yep. And there's another bin of them.
2 bins?
Yes, there's 2 bins of them.
Amazing. How we can get all this out of the basement?
Carry it up one at a time. And then we have the mat for the World War II airplanes.
Okay.
And all the different airplanes from Japan and Germany and U.S. and
for World
Britain,
War II airplane battles.
Yep. It's a whole big, huge collection of them. And then we have
wow.
And
forts and hills.
Hills, and then more hills below.
Amazing. All right. Well, I think that ends our video, Mick.
Yep.
I guess we have we're going to need a couple beers for this, huh?
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of beers to get all this stuff up the stairs.
I'm glad we have Tim with us.
Right. Yeah, sure.
All right. Well, we'll end this out with stay safe, be kind, be courteous. Please watch this video and
Toodles.
raise money for Wyse Fork Battlefield.
Okay.
All right, everyone. Well, Goober has looked over all the wonderful wargaming stuff, but then he found Mick's German Village, and he wanted to be Goober Bear Godzilla and trash it and look for Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. But we got everything in the car, and Mick is there without a heart attack. But while we were loading, Goober was looking over the city. Mick's train city, a German village. Goober really was no help. Look at Mick loading that car up. And Goober, he just watched. He was useless, like always. And a thing, we got it all in there. It's a lot of stuff, and there we are. And I hope that I'll get it home safe and sound. Stay safe, be kind, be courteous, and thank you for watching, everyone. Hello, everyone. Bill Molyneux here for Bill's Wargame World with none other than Goober the Traveling Bear. We are now at the secret lair of the Chuckleheads, and we're going to unload the enormous donation from Mick into the secret lair holding area. And we have our work cut out for us. What do you think, Mr. Walt?
Good morning, Bill. Thanks for giving me something to do today.
All right. And some of these boxes weigh over 20 or 30 pounds full of lead. Some of this was not opened up at the previous video, so this is video 2. Well, everyone, we are slowly laying things out. And one thing that's jumped out at us is Goober the Traveling Bear found a jar of moonshine that Mick sent down for Colonel Handsome. That's right, we got a jar of Old Smoky moonshine and Fireshine Butt Burner Hot Buffalo Hot Wing Rum. Okay. That should be interesting with Colonel Handsome to have that. So we'll come back after we get things laid out. All right, here we are. We have it somewhat unloaded. I got Kevin here, Colonel Handsome. We have Walt, our gallant leader. And Walt, I'm going to do the camera work. You got a microphone. Can you start us off?
Oh, sure. Let's start off with just the biggest damn armored force I ever saw in my life. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. There's 24 tanks easily in this box, in that box. There's
that box.
So should I video right to left, or do you want to go this way and tell our viewers what we see?
Oh, I don't know what we're looking at. We need Mike here to tell you what all the armor was. He could identify the Tigers from the Panthers, from the Jads, from the Shermans, from the...
And this is Airfix Atlantic Eschi figures. Those are old Airfix Commandos. Look at that. He's got them in the kayaks.
Oh, I know. He's got them all ready to rock and roll.
He's got Russians. He's got Germans. He's got Americans.
And he's got some great camo colors on some of these tanks. But you know what? These are probably those are die cast. They're die cast with plastic resin tracks, so they were probably just purchased already, painted, ready to go.
Okay, I'm coming down. Kevin, anything cool over here?
It's all cool down here. I think these are Australians or something.
Yes, they look it.
And they've got funny looking vehicles.
Friend carriers.
British or some kind.
They have Russians. Now this is really unique. He has Russian or French civilians and Russian Naval Brigade figures. Very cool. And Russian infantry, Russian armor.
Half tracks.
Churchills and Shermans
and this is all 172nd massive armies.
Wow.
British paratroopers and Walt. We got an Arnhem Bridge, didn't we?
Yeah, we do. It's up over there.
So we could actually do the Arnhem battle. And look at all these Churchills.
1-to-1.
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 Okay, Walt, would you mind taking me to another table?
Sure. Turn the other way.
All right.
And now we have every airplane that fought in World War II, both German, Japanese, British.
Yeah, they're in here.
Yeah,
There's Amelia Earhart's plane.
It's been found. What's in there, Goober? We got Spitfires.
Spitfires.
All right. So, Walt, coming along the line, these look like Zeros, maybe.
Yeah, there you go.
And they're in a green army. Army is in the green, right?
Right.
And look at that. We have Lancaster bombers.
Are these
And,
all the same scale?
yeah,
Wow.
and B-17s.
I don't think so. Because these fighters are too big to proportion to those bombers.
I think those bombers may be a little small. What do you think?
Yeah, they are.
These look a little big for fighters. Too.
Those are big old Thunderbolts and Henkels.
Maybe they are that big.
And my goodness gracious,
But they're not as big as a B-17 almost.
no, and look at them. Now, what in the world are these, Walt? Can you explain to our viewers?
Well, I think we're going to actually take these and we're going to end up actually doing the Battle of Trafalgar. 1 for 1. It's the only way to do it.
Well, you could.
You could.
There aren't that many ships at Trafalgar.
No.
Now,
I don't know if these are the Trafalgar navies, though.
No, they're not. They're probably a little bit earlier, but it doesn't matter. They got
these
they got
are,
sails.
Yeah,
they are
the
individual
chuckleheads.
ships.
We could have a fun time with them.
The really neat thing are
No.
these World War II ships.
Oh, God, yeah.
All right. Now, why did these fall out of favor? I remember when people were playing these. They were on a.
You had them.
You have them now.
I never had them. You had them.
All right. Well, Kevin's so helpful. All right. Well, we got more planes coming down, but why don't we do these ships?
Sure. We have every ship that Japan and the United States fielded in the Pacific Ocean.
Well, maybe a class representative.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's only about 12 Japanese battleships if you play Victory in the Pacific, and there's just about 12 here. I see the Musashi, the Yamato.
You got to hand it to him. He did a phenomenal job between putting them on the acrylic and giving the names and then sticking the little flag so you know what country it's from.
Yeah.
You know? Where's the Yamato? Got to find the Yamato.
Right here. Walt.
Oh, there it is. That's a big sucker.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, it looks like he has planes for the aircraft carriers.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh,
We can do Midway.
And we got the Yorktown, the Hornet. Okay, now here we have our.
Now, Bill, you're not going to share these with us, are you? You're going to keep these all to yourself and hoard them, aren't you?
The ships we can work out a deal, Walt. I think Kevin would look good with driving the Bismarck around in circles.
He doesn't have a Bismarck, does he?
Walt, can you see?
Japanese-
I see German ships here.
Oh, really?
Oh,
He might
okay.
be- he could
Bismarck,
have- he
the
could have the whole
Tripits.
German
Look
service
at this.
navy,
We could play Mark's set of Bismarck rule. His got to take the
yeah. Does he
Bismarck
have the
rules.
Graf Spee, too?
Of course, I'm sure he
Well, he
does.
didn't have the British ships.
Here's a Tripit.
No, we got British
Oh,
ships
we got
right here.
Scharnhorst, the Gneisenhausen.
There weren't that many German ships.
There's the Achilles, Ajax, Exeter.
Oh,
He
they're
has the
there.
cruisers
They're there.
for
They're
the
there.
Battle of River Plate. So, Walt, are we going to move on to the next level? I'll stop the camera
Look at the
here.
Ships. You don't.
Walt, what is this here? We have mosquito fighter bombers.
What's really neat, though, is when he puts the red underneath the Japanese ships. That really looks cool. You know?
So, look at this.
The Kaga, the Soryu. He did Midway. He probably did do Midway.
So, and then right here we got P-40 Warhawks, Dauntless and Avenger dive bombers. And
The real question is, Bill, what is this?
what's inside of it?
I
Hold on.
don't know. I think what you do is you put it inside of you.
It's
Is what
very
I think.
uncomfortable looking suppository.
You guys are idiots. Chuckleheads here. All right.
Oh, this one's got your name on it, Bill. It says here, insert carefully.
What is it?
All right. We'll pause the camera
He's
here.
got
Everyone's
something.
confused
He's
by
got
these.
something in it.
Something in
All
them.
right, Walt. We're ready for part
So
3.
this is a period we dare not touch because it would take us down a different rabbit hole. But here you are. We've got the Indian Mutiny of the mid 19th century.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, you've got. Well, you do have. Yeah, you can tell this is the Indian Mutiny. That's the later colonial, like Sudan stuff there. But you got your Indians back there. More Indians over here. You have the British. I guess back then it would have been, what was it? The East India Company. What are the?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
East Indian Company. And then, so are those British troops?
Well,
in
you
the
have.
khaki?
Yeah.
And Gurkhas, right? The green are Gurkhas, probably.
Well, Gurkhas would have been a little bit later, I thought.
You'd have a lot of Bengali.
Hey,
troops.
Kevin, I see Highlanders over there. Walt, can you hold up a Highlander for Kevin? Because Kevin needs more Highlanders.
Oh, my. I might have to get the Indian Mutiny.
They got Oh, let me get it in focus, Walt.
I'm just seeing if you can see up his kilt.
Jeepers. So, Kevin, there is an Indian Mutiny and Highlanders in
Are
here.
all these the Indian Mutiny?
I don't know. Walt can figure that out with you.
You know what though? That's the wrong. This looks like it's 1880s.
Yeah.
You might want to just give the khaki a little bit of a darker wash just to darken it up a bit.
What are you and Goober doing?
Goober found the good stuff.
Oh, Jesus. You
Goober and
got
I are going to go sample this, I think.
And then
what's in this tree?
oh,
Walt?
this is the Khyber Pass. These are Pathons.
All right.
Patans, yes.
And then we have some rule books that we'll go through later.
And then you're skipping over the this would have either been the Zulu wars there, and you can see you have Camel Corps guys in the gray,
Yeah, in the core.
and then you've got some in khaki in the back.
Now these are. What are these?
Those are from the Indian
Mutiny.
Mutiny
Indian
again.
Mutiny.
Yeah,
That's mutiny. Is that mutiny?
yeah, mm-hmm.
And that's mutiny.
Yeah,
And that's mutiny.
yeah.
But that's not mutiny, and that's not.
No,
mutiny.
this is Afghan, and that's that could be Zulu Afghan.
And we look at all the guns. I mean,
Jesus, yeah.
there are Jingo guns, Gatling guns, Gardner guns. Okay, Walt.
We might have to talk about the Indian mutiny.
I'm going to turn around.
It would give you.
Because we could do it.
Yeah, you can.
All right,
Yeah.
Walt. What's in these boxes?
Well, this is for the people that are really into the history. These are lizard men.
No.
They were known for fighting against the Hessians at Brandy Station
They beat them too.
in the War of World War III.
the Warhammer 40K. Now, those
Yes.
shields, those are Box Rebellion shields.
Are they?
So there might be some unpainted boxers around here that
How
Mike Kennedy can use.
How do you know that?
I can just tell.
I think he's making it
Those
up.
aren't boxers.
No, I know. They're orcs or something.
Orcs or something. Yeah.
But somewhere around here might be more boxers.
Oh, here's
Indian
some
Mutiny.
more. Yep, more Indian Mutiny. Something.
More in
If you get into it, Kevin, you can paint them bad boys up.
Man. Well,
Yeah,
I know where we could play it, and if we have the figures, we might.
What in the world is that, Walt?
Fantasy Knights. Mike might be interested in those bad boys.
Yeah,
Okay.
he does that kind of stuff. Mike lives in a
Heretic.
fantasy world.
He's a
Mike
heretic.
Kennedy, our rules lawyer, lives in the fantasy world.
He does.
What's in that one, Walt?
It says
Pirate-
extra.
Pirates.
Pirate extras.
More pirate
Oh, more
ships.
ships. Oh my
All right,
God.
we'll throw
Let's
them
put them
over,
over there,
We'll throw
yeah.
them over there.
Oh, all right. Oh, that's
Those are the pirate ship cards.
Yeah, so we'll put
Rules for the
them over.
pirates.
Yep,
All right,
we'll
I'll
put them
pause
over
the
here.
camera here while we get the next table set up here. Walt,
Ooh.
what are we doing here? I know Kevin and Goober got into the moonshine.
Yeah, you see
What's
that.
this box?
Well, this looks to me like we're dealing with a combination of fuzzy wuzzies and
Yeah.
some mighty boys, and these guys, I guess they're supposed to be like, what do you call them? Bashy bazooks?
They
Yeah,
look like Turks. Yeah.
yeah, they're Bashy bazooks. Got some flags.
And look at he has leaders in here.
I'm not a big
Yeah.
War Games Foundry aficionado, but just the bulk of some of those figures look like they're War Games Foundry.
Yeah.
'Cause
I
they're-
was thinking some could be Old Glory too.
Well, there is some old glory in here. Kevin and I recognize those from all the ones we had to paint
All right,
for Sands and
Kevin,
Sudan.
I'm gonna.
Here's cavalry.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, how do you? I'll pause the camera, Kevin. We'll get that box over for the camera. All right. What do we have in here, fellas?
Well, these guys look like India, but later on. You have for like
Yeah.
you know what they brought Indian troops into Egypt for the Sudan War.
And then we have Pathans.
They look like Patans.
Yeah.
And then you got some camel guys. They're
Hey, Walt, we got. Are those the same scale for you?
Oh
Walt?
yeah.
So, because Walt, remember we didn't have enough camel guys for Sands of the Sudan that time.
Thanks, Bill. Pop this one down in front.
oh, whoa.
So that one is more.
This is Patans.
I see boxers.
Yeah, you got some
Oh,
boxers
and
there.
one thing of boxers.
And
These
what's-
these are no, I don't know. They got
Hold on, let me get it in the camera view, Kevin.
They might be Arabs.
Yeah,
Okay, Arabs.
That could be an Arab.
Now, is there any boxers underneath that? Because those are boxers there.
No, that's the bot. Oh, there.
Okay, so there are some boxers around,
Right.
but
And then back here, he's got a box of unpainted Zulus.
All
They're all sticked and
Well,
primed.
I think we should send that to Jim Shaw, the great painter of Gettysburg.
Not a problem. And then he's got some French Foreign Legion here.
All right, well, let me get the.
And I know Mike would be interested in these.
Boy, and look at the guns in there. And
I
there's
know.
jingle guns for the Box Rebellion in there.
Yeah.
Walt, would you pull that box, the little box, up a little bit for our viewers?
Sure.
Look at that. Gatling guns. He's got a French Hotchkins. And they even got the mules to transport them. Wow. Are those? I'm going to pause the camera here, everyone.
Well, it's cavalry, European cavalry.
And you got the camel corps
Looks like
there.
the camel
Corps.
corps.
So
Looks
these
like
would
some
go.
Lancers.
That would go with your Indian Mutiny.
Yeah.
And that looks almost like balaclava. You know, looks like the same time period.
Same time period. That's probably Indian Mutiny.
So the camels would go with the Sudanese.
Okay. And you and Kevin can work out that the best way possible with everyone. Now, what's in that box? Walt?
This looks like 20mm World War II stuff. So you know,
damaged buildings.
It would work for chain of command, except for the fact we're 28s, and that's a little bit on the small side. That one may not be too bad. This one is small though. You know, for what we do.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to pause the camera here as you get out the Arab village is supposed to be very unique. So I'm going to pause the camera for the Arab village. All right. So Walt suggested I zap these hills. Jim Shaw is going to get a few of these. We got some oases and mountains, and we also have the French Foreign Legionnaire Fort. So Michael Kennedy might need a fort, Walt. We'll need to ask him.
No, I'm going to keep the fort. Screw him.
Okay. A good thing he doesn't watch my YouTube channel. And then here we have a whole tub full of terrain. And I don't know if Jim was talking about he wanted some of the green terrain or tan. So we need to check in with him.
Give him a call, yeah.
All right. We'll call him a little bit later. And these are really...
That's neat.
I mean, these are nice. Look at how...
Yep.
All right. So... Walt, I'll pause the camera here. Okay. Walt, what's in those those brown boxes in front of you?
Well, this one has got some more World War II buildings in it.
Okay.
This one, has got there's some type of
walls and such.
Yeah, but they're if they
some of that Mike or Kevin might need for their Indian Mutiny or Legionnaire battles.
Oh yeah, you showed this on the video the other day.
That's the hedges. All
which
right.
is perfect for World War II. Perfect for chain of command. Absolutely is.
Okay. Very good, Walt. You'll be busy breaking this down, taking it to your basement.
I think I'm going to just get another one of these racks and start stacking it out here in the garage. These I really do like.
What's underneath them?
Bridges. Look at that. Here's a little Chinese bridge.
Okay.
And that's like that. What do they call that in the movie? Bridge Too Far, Bailey crap.
Yeah, Bailey crap. All right, we'll pause the camera here as you bring forth the village. Oh, Walt, we unboxed. What did we unbox?
We unboxed a Sudanese village or an Egyptian village. A lot of buildings. Now, you told me that he uses for his cartoon game?
Something like that.
Yeah. Okay, bring over some. Are there any figures over there we can put here, like Sudanese figures or English, British figures from the period, like your Highlanders over there?
Yeah, well, Highlanders.
Bring a couple Highlanders over.
Kevin is grabbing some Highlanders. Colonel Hanson himself.
Oh, I love these Highlanders.
Yeah. Sergeant's 3. Put them right there.
All right.
In all directions.
Yes.
Now, Kevin, you're handling Highlanders. You're supposed to be using your Highlander accent. Well, I will. So they're perfect to scale.
Yeah, they are. They really are.
That does it. I got to buy the Indian Mutiny stuff there.
So, Walt, can you tell our viewers, what is this big temple? This thing is incredible. Does the lid come off?
Oh, maybe. Maybe.
So you could put figures in there. How about the next level?
There you
Look
go.
at that.
Yeah.
That is an incredible piece. I could see like 10 Highlanders besieged in that with like 10,000
Zulus. I mean, Sudanese.
Sudanese attacking it, Kevin.
Out for a year.
I'm glad we don't have a microphone on Kevin today.
Me too.
So I think this is an incredible village, Walt, that you can plan to use for
Oh yeah,
Sands of the Sudan.
yeah.
Maybe we could work on one of these figures for our game for Historicon.
No, Starcon. We're talking about looking to do Thalassa,
Oh, okay.
and then after that, we're looking to do a variation of the men who would be king for the Pony Wars for Indian
Okay.
Plains Indians, and maybe do that for Fallen and for Barrage.
Well, we have quite the collection here. Do
We
you think
do.
we should close this out and have lunch, fellas?
Yep.
All right. So this is part 2 of the Great Wargaming Collection, the Chuckleheads, and the last few of the Gettysburg area gamers will be dividing this up. And Mike Kennedy, we won't forget Derek. And Walt, you want to say my favorite saying?
No.
Kevin, stay safe, be kind, and
Be true to your skill.
be true to your school.
And be sorry.
And we're gonna go have lunch, and then we're going to divvy some stuff up and make some donations for the Wyse Fork Battlefield. Thank you, everyone. Hello, everyone. Bill Molyneux here for Bill's Wargame World with donation number 3. And this stuff is going with Jim Shaw the Great. Jim?
Hello, everyone. How are you?
All right. We're sending you a batch of stuff.
And it's more than a batch.
And Goober is very happy. Thank you for the donation. We'll be making the donation announcement on Saturday at Cold Wars. And we're now going to bring out the stuff for Jim. So, Jim, just so you know, that's the World War II stuff there.
This?
Yeah.
172nd.
And there's one heck of a lot of pirate ships. Goober does not get to go with you.
Oh.
We have boxers there and your tub of terrain and Zulus. So we're going to pause the camera here. Jim, can
those are gorgeous.
Look at this. We have our infantry, Russians, and British paratroopers, more Russians, and Germans.
Yes.
All right.
With the Panzer Shreks.
And what do we have down there?
Churchills, Tetrarchs, Achilles, Churchills.
Okay.
And I'm not sure what that is. Centaur?
I don't know.
And then we have the Germans down here, the SDs, more SDs, and the big SDs, and the little SDs. And that's not social disease. With a Puma.
And a Puma.
And a Kubelwagen.
A Kubelwagen.
And then even a smaller. Is that the Kettenkrad?
I think it's a
That is Kettenkrad.
It's Kettenkrad. All right.
Look at that.
We will pause here and load this batch up. All right, Jim. So the next batch is Box Rebellion 20mm. I'm pretty sure the gentleman that cast these has passed away. I bought these over 20 years ago, I believe. And then I gifted him the Mick, and he's sent them back to me.
These are old.
They're really old.
They are old.
So,
what a difference. And these are true 20s.
yes.
Now there's 20 have become 24.5 millimeters.
So there's your British and
Everybody
Americans.
else.
You got American Marines.
Japanese?
I guess so.
Wow.
Or they could be Boxer Army.
Army, yes. Maybe that's what they are.
And then you have your potato digger guns. There's the international gun
Yeah.
with a gun crew if you want to make
Look at that.
55
oh my
days
goodness.
Peking. And then you have Tiger Men I see in there.
Yes,
And
sir.
boxers with spears, and that's about it.
You got everything in here.
So you guys can now
Look at that.
do the Box Rebellion.
It's like an American Civil War.
Well, Jim, thank you for the donation.
Yes, indeed.
And this will be going to our donations for the Wyse Fork Battlefield and CSS News Homeschool Program. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You, Josh, and Tim, I hope you enjoy the gifted figures from Mick McGoldrick.
Thank you very much.
And Goober and you look sort of like the same today.
As opposed to yesterday. And the
All
day
right.
before.
Well, stay safe, be kind, be courteous, everyone, and thank you for watching.
Have a good day.